Welcome back. The Oklahoma City Council approves the purchase of a new helicopter for the police department.
This morning, we're hearing from OCPD Chief Wade Gourley about how choppers help fight crime. Here's Lisa Monahan.
Oklahoma City Police Chief Wade Gourley, and this week we're talking about the department's helicopter Air One. I know you've probably seen it up in the air, but Chief, tell us a little bit about how this assists the police department.
So having air support is really critical to a law enforcement function when it comes to missing people, missing children, searching for suspects that may be hiding, under someplace. It makes it a lot safer for our officers, because if you can see wherever the person is hiding from the air and direct the officers in, makes it a lot safer. And probably the biggest thing is during pursuits, we can terminate a ground pursuit and let the helicopter follow along, and then it kind of decreases the person's radical driving. They get to a point where maybe they'll bail out of the vehicle, and then we can search for them and apprehend them that way much more safely.
Okay, and members of the City Council also approving to buy an additional helicopter for the department. That means you're going to have 3. How will this help you better protect the city?
So the biggest thing that I think people don't understand with aircraft, if you're not in that business, is how much maintenance and support is required to keep that aircraft running. It's not uncommon for us to have one aircraft that's down for maintenance and the other flying, and then you may have some other minor issue. And so to keep one aircraft up in the air, you really need, multiple aircraft. And now that we're increasing our missions with the fire department, we're going to be doing water drops and helping them with some of the tasks that they're doing. That third aircraft is really going to help us always have one in the air, hopefully.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we get a lot of calls sometimes from our viewers talking about, well, why is the helicopter up? Is someone in my area? But there are many different uses for the helicopter. Tell us a little bit more about what you were telling City Council yesterday as to why you guys wanted another helicopter.
One of the things that a lot of people don't realize too is, as the largest agency in the state, we provide resources to smaller agencies, not only in the metro, but sometimes outside of the metro area. If you remember, several months ago, there was a Pottawatomie County deputy that was shot, and it happened in a rural area, back, into a wooded area, a little bit harder to see. And we sent our aircraft out there to provide aerial support to the officers on the ground. Our helicopter can also communicate with most law enforcement agencies around the state. So when we deploy it to help another agency, we can talk to them as well. And so it helps us in that regard. It helps the rest of the state. And also too, with the fire department missions that we're doing now, this is something that's new, and I think really going to benefit us to help get some of those fires, especially those wildfires, under control a lot quicker than we could do now.
So really, it's a tool for both Oklahoma City Police and Oklahoma City Fire.
Absolutely, absolutely. And our pilots will still be the ones flying it. We'll be maintaining it. As always, there's a lot that goes into that and into that training. So we want to keep that consistency. And that's why, too, with this aircraft, we wanted to purchase the same type of aircraft that we're flying now, so our pilots don't have to learn something different or fly one aircraft one way and one another way. They can keep that consistency.
Well, thank you for being here with us this morning to better explain why we need this helicopter, and our viewers will appreciate the insight. Thank you so much, Chief. And if you'd like to chime in with any questions, you can send an email to chatwiththechief@griffin.news, and we'll be sure to get you some answers.